Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Man with Unsolved Tarot Mysteries. How you guys doing? Collective, what's up? How y'all been, huh? What y'all been doing, Collective? Y'all miss me? Cause hey, I see that Aquarius bonus reading is going down. Say Aquarius, y'all seeing through some, huh? Y'all seeing some things. Cause God bringing them to your front door. Okay, so you don't even have to look for these things. Look, collective, I got on here simply to discuss with you guys about the case that's at hand right now with the celebrity rapper that is um you know this young rapper, to be exact, because I have teenage children and they listen to all type of music, and I cannot control every single song that these people listen to. But however, when I do hear certain things, I do ask questions and I get involved. Now, the case that's at hand, YNW Melly, Melly is the topic here at hand, collective. The only reason I'm speaking on this because, like I said, my children, they listen to certain rappers that I don't listen to. A lot of these rappers are in the younger generation. However, Miss Ma'am is 37. I am not saying that I am old. What I am saying is I am much older than a lot of the rappers my children would probably listen to. Things of that nature. However, because I do write music, poetry, and things of that nature, I do listen to all musicians, okay? Now, I'm gonna get straight to the point here because like I said, yesterday I was in meditation and I was sitting on my bed, and when I was meditating, I was listening to like a audio book, whatever. And I was watching something on YouTube and I was meditating through the facts. And I was strolling through my YouTube news feed and I saw in there it was like Lil Boosie, Lil Baby, the rappers, whatever. It said rappers react to YNW Melly being released from prison. So when I looked at it, I was like, okay, let me click in it. Boom. So I clicked in it. And then I went to look at it. And I'm realizing this young man done been locked up for about 2 years. So I'm like, wow, okay. So I had no clue about the situation, what he got locked up for, or anything, y'all. Yeah, 37. Focused on real life matters here. Anyways, so when I start looking at the case and going over it simply because it was in my YouTube algorithm news feed, I then began to become, concerned with the matter because, like I said, he's a young guy. He only 23, if I'm not mistaken, according to what I read. So Spirit had me to write up these cards to tell you guys my perception on this case. Okay. Now, like I just said, my Aquarius reading Bloody Mary, it has quite a few views. That reading is in reference to this YNW Melly case. I mean, God moving mysterious ways. So right now he is utilizing me to address some points. And funny I'm saying address some points because in that Aquarius Bloody Mary video, it said that God is about to address celebrities. YNW Melly is a celebrity here, collective. I would like to proceed with this matter by saying I read tarot for entertainment purposes. That is my disclaimer here. I say. Okay, so now YNW Melly. The like I said, the Bloody Mary video I put out about Aquarius, it said God was gonna address some celebrities. So I also put out a Aquarius reading called The Massacre. Now, massacre means killing. We are talking about him have been murdered to his friends here, okay? Now, I went to watch that Murder on My Mind video. The Murder on My Mind video, in that Murder on My Mind video by YNW Melly, he is alchemy, candle, spell work. In one scene, he's sitting in the group, like sitting in the midst of the candles, where he got quite a few candles lit there. That is a form of spell work, collective alchemy, to be exact. Now, in that scene, Murder on My Mind, if you go back and watch my Aquarius Bloody Mary reading, and we talking about Bloody Mary, and we talking about him have been murdered 2 people. So we know this in reference to this case. So I know what God is about to make clear here is factual and is not a mistake. I say, because God don't make no mistakes, people. And especially if he brought this to me to look into it, because I really don't dig into celebrities' business per se. So this tells me, guys, some of you here are watching are skilled in the gift of necromancy. You have the ability to work with the dead, and God utilizes you. You could be a psychic medium, a tarot card reader, prophet, or a prophetess, and you have been called, chosen, called out to deliver and speak and to address the truth, no matter who it's about and when it's going on or where it is happening at. Okay, God say he is using you, collective, whoever you are watching this reading. Okay, so this video reading same difference, because I read tarot here and he had me to put it on these cards that way. Now, Murder on My Mind, he was doing spell work in that video. Now, my Aquarius Bloody Mary video, in that reading, I was saying there is something auspicious going on, and I was doing like that in that Aquarius Bloody Mary reading when I was talking about alchemy and spell work. If y'all go pay attention, when I'm saying that, and then I went to go study my own reading because God had me to go back, because in that video, Murder on My Mind, the reason why God sent me back to go watch my own videos is because when he brought this to me, after I clicked into that clicked into that video about about Boosie and the other rappers speaking out about his release from prison and Kodak Black and things of that nature. So when I clicked on to that video, Murder on My Mind, boom, God led me to go back to watch my own readings, because in that video, Murder on My Mind, YNW Melly was walking with a frog that was jumping by his feet as if he was walking with the frog like people walk their dogs. So to me, that was already like, what the F, what are you doing with a frog? And then instantly, I remember saying leapfrog in a Scorpio video that I put out. It's called Scorpio Transformation. I probably put this video out about 8-9 days ago, collected 10 days maybe. Y'all need to go watch it. But anyway, I was talking about a leapfrog in that reading. So then when I saw that frog jumping in his Murder on My Mind video, instantly I was like, oh Lord, I really hope this boy ain't killed these people. But then I went on to study my own videos like God told me to do. So in another reading that I put out, it's called Wandering Eyes. I put this this reading out about a week or 2 ago as well. Collect these called Wandering Eyes. And in that video, in that reading, I said I'm in the studio today, and I was talking about the Eye of Ra in that video. Now, in the Murder on My Mind video, YNW Miller was like, I'm in the studio on that video. And as well, on his back right shoulder, on the shirt that he's wearing in that video, it has the Eye of Ra on the right shoulder of that shirt. So we're going to discuss some things here. Now, y'all can, these things right here collected are telltale signs to me that he is guilty, because these are signs from hidden angels or helpers showing you clues and secrets as to how he is guilty. Because I'm just a regular YouTuber, but I'm his ma'am. You know what I mean? I'm a spiritual advisor to y'all. Things of that nature. Tarot card reader. So really, I don't study celebrities. What I do is just read tarot for the world. However, I am gifted with the gift of prophecy, psychic medium. So God has given me the ability to see through this matter beyond being a tarot card reader. I was not looking for this. So this is how God uses you when you are gifted with more than just the gift to read tarot. If you are a tarot card reader here watching, He was just put things in your algorithm and show you what you need to be checking out in alignment, because He Himself, God, could possibly be waiting just for you to bring the last piece of information that is needed to help these cases move forward. So this tells me that somebody here is a psychic medium and is being used in multiple ways to help God get His will done. You guys are in your spiritual calling, your purpose. But anyways, back to WYN Melly, since this is about him and not tarot. Even though it is about tarot, because it's about his fate and his soul. So it's all about everything. But what I'm about to express to y'all is telltale signs. Hidden angels or helpers showing you clues, secrets as to how you can pay attention to things that line up in your life. Cases, matters, how you can further figure out things without people telling you, but they telling you, okay? Now, like I said, that Aquarius Bloody Mary video, go watch it. Y'all can see that when I'm talking about something auspicious going on, spell work is really going on. Alchemy County spell work. As well as me saying that God was about to address the celebrity. So he's being addressed as we speak. YM Melly is being addressed right now by God through me. I say. Now, in that video I put out, Wondering Eyes, because these are the telltale signs, these videos I'm telling y'all to go watch. As well as everything else I'm explaining you to line up with what I'm showing you, okay? What God is showing me to show y'all that way. Now, Wondering Eyes. In that video, I said I'm in the studio today, and in Murder on My Mind, he said that he had the eye on the back of his right shoulder. Scorpio Leapfrog, a video I put out. Scorpio Transformation is the video. Scorpio Transformation is the other video you need to go watch. In that video, I'm talking about a leapfrog. Like I have already stated to you guys, he was walking with that frog in the video. Now, Suicide is another song that YNW Melly put out. And in that song, he talking about his girlfriend cheated on him. So, could that be the reason why he killed his two friends? Speculation, okay? Now, Scorpio rules death, rebirth, transformation, as well as necromancy, being able to be skilled with working with the dead people, okay? And the dead is speaking out right now, collective. So, Scorpio, the soul, working with the soul, dead. They speaking out. They are crying out for justice because these two boys was murdered by Black Magic Collective. Y'all need to pay attention because alchemy counter spell work, if you are not using it in the form of purity for spiritual advice to help heal somebody, then it can be used for black magic in the worst way. So these boys' souls are crying out because they were killed by black magic. Now, it's another reading that I put out. It's called Magic Moons. If you go look at the emoji, the meme that I chose to put on there, them black and yellow moon signs, and then on Twitter, because I was just looking through some pictures on the YN Melly case that day. If you go look on Twitter, it's a video, it's a picture of YNW Melly, and it got them same black and yellow. It got one of those same black and yellow moon memes, emojis that he used in his title to title the picture. The same way I use these memes and emojis when I post these videos to help express that to the degree of what I'm trying to get y'all to watch to see how I market my reading. So on Twitter, he got a moon sign on by one of his pictures, which is a telltale sign that God was showing me that he is guilty, because I put out a video called Magic Moons and it got that same emblem, picture, emoji, meme on there. And I'm studying YNW Melly because I'm just on my everyday stuff. And the only other case that I have studied was like the Aaliyah case, and kind of briefly mentioned Tupac and Michael Jackson in that because God brought it to me. Period. I do God's work. Simple. Now, this tells me you guys are a psychic medium who you skilled. Your sixth senses, you work for God. Now, that was one form of telltale signs, and y'all can go back and watch these readings. The Aquarius Bloody Mary reading that I put out, the Wandering Eyes reading that I put out, the Scorpio reading that I put out is called Transformation. And then I put out another reading that's called Magic Moons. When you go look for Magic Moons, then you can go to Twitter and look for YNW Melly picture. And he got one picture with a moon sign on there. It gonna look just like that Magic Moon picture that I got. In Bloody Mary, I'm addressing how he was in that circle with that spell work. When I was doing my hand like that, God was showing me when he sent me back to watch my own video, Telltale Signs. Like Michael Coyer said in the video one time, we were talking about R. Kelly. So they tell me God is on these celebrities' ass who have used their cash for the wrong purposes. Shout out to Michael Coyer because he is a hilarious comedian. This tells me some of you guys are comical when you talk about these folks and do what it is God had you to do in your work. You do it comically. But these people are about to get, the dead about to get justice for their unrighteous murders is what I'm hearing. I say. Look, now, keep up with me, collective. Okay, so I went further to study the case. When he got locked up, since God had brought all this to me, he was apprehended on February 13th. Y'all want to know something? Miss Mel was born on February 13th. So I know this is another telltale sign to me that God sent this case for me to look into it. And I'm doing God's will. No weapons formed against Miss Mel shall prosper, I say. I am highly protected in each and every room, I say. Now, he was apprehended on 2/13. He was locked up February 13th. That's my birthday. So he guilty. Now look, I used to live somewhere and the address was 223. That's another telltale sign for me. Then he got this song called 223. In that song Suicidal, at the end of Suicidal, the time on that phone when he put his picture up, it was 223 on that phone. So maybe he went through his ex-girlfriend's phone or either one of the boys' phone that he killed, because the other boy could have known that he was sleeping with the friend, because they all friends. So these two could have known that, they both could have been sleeping with her. Who knows? I don't know. I can't see that part and didn't try to see it. I'm just showing y'all what God want me to show y'all and wanted me to see that way. Now, in that song Suicidal, the phone had the time 223 on it, okay? Which also lines up with an address that I once lived at, which is funny to me. Telltale sign that God is using me to call his ass out. Now, he was apprehended on my birthday, 2/13. Wandering Eyes. In that movie Wandering Eyes, it said, in that preacher scene when it said, the Lord is my shepherd, he know what I want. So y'all know when Bernie Mac was went over there to go sleep with that lady and her husband pulled up and caught them. This is the same thing I'm saying, what he could be talking about in his song Suicidal. He could have caught these folks. He could have went through their phones and caught his love caught Bernie Mac, pulled up and caught his love chief. So maybe, that little midget pulled up and caught Bernie Mac cheating with his wife. So maybe in this situation, collective, he could have found out through text messages, and after that, he could have found out at 223 at the time, PM or AM, that they was cheating. Could have, I don't know. But anyway, with that being stated, and then he probably used 223. Those are the type of guns he used to kill these people with. Them some high military artillery guns. So I know the feds is watching because they about Nelly's ass, man. Look, so he got a song called 223. In the video Suicidal, in his song Suicidal, he posted 223 on the time clock at the end of that video. Now, in my video, Wandering Eyes, like I already told y'all to go back to watch it. When I'm talking about the Lord of my shepherd, he know what I want. Because they were caught cheating. The man caught these folks cheating. That really could be what drove him to commit this crime. However, these folks ain't married. Now, if they were married, he caught them, and it could probably go a different way. But he is not married to this woman. And he done about killed these boys over a girl that went crazy. You hear me? Collective. Now, third card, Scorpio, industry, the occult. Let me tell y'all something about occult magic. Scorpio rules death, okay? Scorpio rules death, rebirth, transformation, okay? Now, anybody that has Scorpio placements in their chart, or anybody that is in the occult, they are more than likely fascinated with death. Anybody that work with spirits, anybody that study the Bible, you are in the occult. And when you calling on Jesus, you calling on spirit. So you fascinated with death. Because when Jesus pull up, you want a soul that you cannot see to come pull up and do a great saving grace for you, a great thing. So you are calling on a entity, just like Jesus called Lazarus to wake up from the dead. When you yourself are praying, whoever here is watching, and you call yourself a Christian, whatever, you are in the occult, period. I'm going to just need you to comprehend that I'm addressing these things like God said he was about to address these celebrities. If you are a preacher, leader, bishop, a Christian, Buddhist, a spiritualist, jinn, goddamn, whatever you want to be called, study the laws of my Tris, Magistus, Hermes, stuff, all that, man. Look, you in the occult, period. Now, anything dealing with Scorpio rules the occult. It's fascinated with death, darkness, dark mystery. Dark don't necessarily have to mean demonic. Dark can just means unknown. It can mean unknown. You don't really know about it, know what's going on. So it's dark because it's unknown. Just like if you turn all the lights off in your house, you don't know where the hell you going. Because it's dark. It's unknown, okay? Now, but that's why God said walk by faith and not by sight. I say I heard that. Boy, God will pull up. He said, don't play with him. He the one. He said walk by faith and not by sight. So you're supposed to know where you're going. So this tells me it's definitely some necromancers here. People that deal with the dead. And you are a skilled occultist, okay? Psychic medium. Now, Scorpio rules the occult, the industry, things of that nature. Scorpio rules alchemy, okay? Scorpio is also ruled by Aries, which is the god of war, violence, chaos magic, communication with the other side, and demons. However, when you go study YNW Melly, his name is Jamel Maurice Demons. Now, his last name is already Demons. So that is in his own self. The vibration that he carry over his body is ruled by demons. His flesh is already walking on a vibration and tone in this universe carried by demons, okay? His middle name is Maurice, which has the word Mars in it, which Mars is the god of war. When you turn Mars around or upside down, you get war. Mars is the ruler of Aries and Scorpio. Aries and Scorpio rules war, death, chaos magic, communication, the occult. Being a skilled magician in any occultic studies, teachings, practices, okay? Now, Scorpio also rules the 8th house, soul of a man, woman, person, okay? Scorpio rules the blood, giving it, taking it, birth, death, life, creation, necromancy. So, Jamel Maurice Demons was already born with war in his blood. So he was already a born killer. You hear me? These are telltale signs, collective. Now, even in that video when I was talking about the blood bank, because I was like, I don't give my blood to nobody. And we talking about Scorpio ruling the blood. So we just discovered right now in the flesh, God just taught you me, but he taught me when I went over this. But I'm telling y'all what he taught me, showing me that Scorpio is the ones that rule the blood blanks, the plasma center. If you didn't know, now you know. I show that way. So this tells me, collective, you guys are receiving downloads, and you need to be writing them down so you can piece together these telltale signs for how God is trying to show you things in your life, okay? Even though I'm talking about YNW Melly life, pay attention to the things that's going on in your personal life, okay? Pay attention to your blood work. Some of y'all could be about to come on your cycle, just went off your cycle, or things of that nature. Because we're talking about the blood here, okay? Or could have just had a blood transplant, probably about to get a blood transplant. Somebody in your family could be getting a blood transplant or transfusion. We are in the retrograde almost as of tomorrow, the 11th. Is retrograde energy coming in, then on the 22nd, that thing gonna jump off. So some of you guys could be going over some blood work from 6 months ago. You about to receive results on it or things of that nature. Some people could have just got a blood test done on the baby or anything of that nature. The blood is the topic of the matter here, collective, okay? So pay attention to your blood. We studying bloodlines, telltale signs about bloodline DNA. So this tells me some of you guys could be studying the blood, studying necromancy, studying ancient knowledge and wisdom. It's a Sagittarius here present because Sagittarius rules the other side as well. Angels, things of that nature, death angels, dark angels, light angels, prophecy. So you guys are linking prophecy to the knowledge and the wisdom that you study every day in your hermetic practice and teachings to realize and recognize the telltale signs that God are showing you. If you're not paying attention, you need to be obedient to the telltale signs, collective, okay? Ashay. Somebody here is a highly effective communicator. I heard you are a radio channeler. You can channel through the radio instantaneously. Wherever you go, you yourself become a walking radio. Some of y'all probably watching the movie Radio or need to watch the movie Radio with Cuba Gooding Jr. I remember that movie. Okay, the alchemist scene and the murder on my mind. Here the occult knowledge. So like I said, y'all study practice here the occult knowledge. This young man, he himself clearly understood and is aware of spell work. He is illuminated because in that 223 song, he said he had 1 foot in the industry, 1 foot in the trap. That means in the industry, the occult. Okay? Stay focused, people. Now, he studies here the occult knowledge. That means he practiced it as well because he already said he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. Collective, if you didn't know. So in tarot, that represents the 7 of Wands. It also represents God, hidden knowledge, information, things of that nature. 7 of Wands also represents black magic or spell work. It doesn't necessarily have to be black magic. It just could be spell work being casted. So the 7 of Wands is the 7 of Wands would be the tarot card associated with the situation present in this Jamel Maurice Demon's case, okay? YNW Melly for y'all young folks. Look it up. 106 is 7. God just pulled up because he ain't playing with these young folks. They better get their minds right. Now, they need to quit letting their money take the best of them and they moms young too and thinking that they children supposed to see about them this, that, and third. But look, mothers, if you yourself are not studying the telltale signs, knowledge, wisdom, and this stuff that your children is affiliated and involved with, then you are asleep. And they can do things that you don't know will pull wolves over your eyes. So y'all need to be cautious and careful. Y'all hear me? Be cognizant and aware of what your children are doing. Ashay. and with whom they are doing it with. Now, he clearly understood how spell work works because he's illuminated. Illuminated just means enlightened. Like I already stated, y'all, he had that Ira on the back of that shirt in the Murder on My Mind video. The Ira is also the number 7 because 7 represents God, the 7th letter. But we know that his God here is the devil, demons, because his last name demons, and he already vibrating on the crazy tongue. You hear me? Now, y'all could go watch that Suicidal 223 video, but don't be bobbing and juking to it. Just watch it for the message. Don't let that get you wrapped up. Alright, collective? Be cognizant. Protect yourselves, okay? You might need to get you some black obsidian before you watch that. If you are a metaphysical spiritualist here, some black obsidian or some labradorite or black onyx. What else, Holy Spirit? What's the other one? Or black tourmaline, okay, collective? Before you watch these videos and readings that I'm sending y'all to go watch. So, these people, they young collective, they more than likely attended high school together or certain group affiliations. So, you know, this murder was premeditated because this young man is in the occult and he very familiar with spell work and tarot cards. He probably watched other tarot card readers who are not spiritual advisors like I, Miss Ma'am. If his family was had the opportunity to meet me or to view me, or if I was a reader, because I only been reading tarot for a year collective, but I've been channeling prophecy a year before. I only had my YouTube channel in this context for a year collective, but I was giving prophecy channel message a year ago. And I only been reading tarot cards now about, I'm going to say, 8 to 9 months. But I've had my channel about 16 months. So with that being stated, collective, I had no clue I would be who I am. However, I wish I had met this woman and her son before this altercation occurred. I could have helped them to get this generational curse up off them, cause this baby got a generational curse on him, collective. And he needs some help. But look, collective, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you would like a personal reading, collective, you may check my description box. Check my email for my description box. Okay, it will be there if you are interested in a personal reading. If you would like to donate to my channel, Eternal Believer 1111 is my cash app. So make sure y'all donate to my channel. Y'all see God, because I am clearly aligned with the Holy Spirit. I say, because 1 plus 1 equals 2. And like I said, God is here for me and you. Look, collect the Eternal Believer 1111 is my cash app. And check my description box for my email, man. And from the Telltale signs, from what I can see, what the hidden angels and the helpers are showing me, what his name is, YNW Melly is guilty. He Melvin, one of his little aliases, he's guilty. Jamel Maurice Demons, guilty. Look, collect, don't forget to come like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I read tarot for entertainment purposes. That is my disclaimer here. I say, shalom, shalom.